Everyone and welcome back. Okay, in this tutorial what we're going to do is we're going to iterate over an array of objects depending on some criteria. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter and get back all of the heroes who have a net worth of, let's say, $7,000 or more. So Diana's been around a while, so she actually has a lot of wealth. Bruce Wayne's probably worth about 8 billion. I don't even know if that's 800 million or 8 billion, but it's a lot. And Dick Grayson, in fairness to him, is actually a savvy investor, so he actually has $250,000 US dollars saved. Okay, awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the filter method to iterate over our array of clients, and remember it's an array of objects because it's an array, but we've got our Clark Kent object, our Diana Prince object, our Bruce Wayne, and our awesome Dick Grayson. Okay, so what we want to do is just get back any of these individuals who have a net worth of $7,000 or more. Okay, maybe we're offering them a free trade if we are a stockbroker, or we're going to give them a gift voucher for Christmas because they mean a lot to us as clients, except for Clark Kent. So what we'll do is we'll say let wealthy clients be equal to, I'll tell you what, we'll search for anyone with a net worth of over 200,000 because yeah, that's what we'll do. So how do we use the filter method? Well, what we can do is we can say our wealthy clients, our new array is going to be equal to clients.filter, and we know we need to pass in a callback function here that's going to fire for each item or object in the array. And all we want to do is basically just return, okay? And what we want to do is inside of the callback function, just pass in a reference to each object that we're iterating over. In this case, it is going to be a client. So what we want to do is we want to return that client. We want to get true and push this data, the item that we're iterating over, into the new array if the clients.assets is greater than or equal to, we'll say $200,000, okay? Now, if I was to log out the original array, so we'll say all clients, let's try that again, all clients. If I just log out clients to the console, okay, we're going to see an array of objects. We're going to have Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Robin, okay, although Robin technically became another hero later on. Okay, so we have our all clients, and we have here our various clients/heroes. But watch what happens when I then log out to the console our new array. We've called that the new clients, or wealthy clients. And if I log out now, wealthy clients, that array, what we're going to find is that we're only going to have 3 individuals in our new clients. So the difference is, in the first array we had 4 people. In this new array of objects we only have 3 people. So Clark Kent did not make the cut. The others are quite wealthy individuals. Clark Kent doesn't get paid a whole lot at the newspaper, okay? So what we did essentially was we created an array. It is an array of objects. So we have our opening and closing square bracket there because it's an array. We have the Clark Kent object, the Diana Prince object, the Bruce Wayne object, and the Dick Grayson object. And each object has key value pairs. They have name, assets, address, okay? But what we did was we used the filter method to filter over the clients because we said clients.filter, and we passed in this callback function that's going to fire. So the callback function here, it's going to fire a run for each object or item in the array. And what we did was, because client is just a reference to each one of those, so that's client the first time the filter method iterates over the array, that's client, that's a client, and that's a client. And what we did was we accessed the client.assets and performed some sort of test. So what happens is, if the object or the hero or the client, if the object or the client had assets that were basically greater than $200,000, basically what we want to get is we want to return true and then push that into our wealthy clients array. So the first time the filter method iterates over clients, it says, okay, does the first object have assets greater than or equal to 200,000? That evaluates actually to false. So no, Clark Kent is not pushed into the new array. The test here will be true. Diana's quite rich. Bruce is obviously true, he passed the condition, and Dick Gray went long the US equity markets years ago, so he's also quite wealthy. And basically what happens is these three objects, the heroes or the clients, get pushed into the new array, but Superman or Clark Kent does not. Key point about this tutorial really is that you can also use the filter method to iterate over an array of objects, and depending on whatever condition you're looking out for, you can push certain objects from an array into a new array, and alternatively you don't have to if whatever object doesn't meet the criteria, it's not pushed in. Okay, so guys, that is the filter method once again, but we saw the filter method now where we could use it to iterate over an array of objects. So yeah, that's awesome. Very useful as well when you start working with JSON and talking to an API. Typically you will get data back in the form of an array of objects. We'll be speaking about that later on in the course, but I'll leave that tutorial here for now. Awesome, thank you. I'll see you in the next one.